Season 3 is set to open with the emotional collapse of Cami, a character who once believed control and confidence were enough to survive this industry. By the end of Season 2, she was no longer surrounded by strong advisors or people who could protect her from making impulsive decisions. Nate is gone, Rebecca is gone, Dale is gone, and most importantly, Tommy is gone. What remains is Mtex, a company weakened not only financially but strategically, and a leader who has never truly faced failure on this scale. This is where desperation begins to shape every move Cami makes. Without strong legal backing or a reliable field team, every small problem becomes a major threat. Investors will start questioning her judgment, competitors will sense weakness, and Galino will see an opportunity. When power shifts in this world, it never happens quietly, and Cami will feel it immediately. The pressure will push her into realising something she refused to accept before. That she underestimated Tommy's value not just as a professional, but as the one person who balanced logic with humanity. Cami begging Tommy will not be about pride or ego, it will be a moment of raw fear. She will understand that if Mtex collapses, Galino will not simply walk away, he will take everything. This is why selling Mtex will become a serious option early in Season 3. However, selling a damaged company with no strong team behind it is far more difficult than it sounds. Buyers will hesitate, offers will be low, and time will work against her. This is where Tommy's conscience becomes the most dangerous element in the story. Even after everything that happened, Tommy still cares about Cami, and more importantly, he cares about stopping Galino from gaining more power. Helping Mtex could be the right moral choice, but it could also be the move that drags CTTT straight into Galino's line of fire. If CTTT reaches the profit level Tommy mentioned in the finale, the possibility of buying Mtex becomes real. And that decision alone could redefine the balance of power in the entire industry. But helping Cami comes with consequences. Trust once broken is never easily repaired. And Season 3 will test whether forgiveness can exist in a business built on exploitation and fear. At the same time, Cami herself will not remain the same person. Failure will either break her or force her to mature, and all signs point toward a painful transformation. She will have to learn to listen, to wait, and to accept help. Something she has never truly done before. This shift will make her unpredictable, and unpredictability is dangerous when Galino is watching every move. What looks like a simple plea for help will actually be the spark that ignites the central conflict of Season 3, because once Tommy steps back into Cami's world, there will be no turning back. The Landman Season 2 finale did not just end a chapter, it quietly rewrote the future of every single character. And if you think Season 3 will be calm, you could not be more wrong. Power has shifted, loyalties have broken, and desperation is about to push people to do things they never imagined. From Cami being left with nothing, to Tommy finally stepping into his true role and Galino preparing his next dangerous move, everything is now in place for a dark, emotional and explosive Season 3 that could change the series forever. The Season 2 finale of Landman was slow, heavy and emotional, but that is exactly why it was so powerful. Instead of shocking twists for the sake of drama, the ending carefully placed every character where they truly belong, and that is what makes Season 3 so dangerous. At the centre of it all is Tommy, a man who spent the entire season being tested from every possible direction. Stress, pressure, betrayal, and constant threats followed him non-stop, yet he never broke. By the end of the finale, Tommy did something that felt small on the surface, but was massive in meaning. He opened CTTT and gathered his own people, finally stepping out of everyone's shadow and proving that he is no longer just surviving in this industry. He's building something real. This moment was not loud or flashy, but it carried emotional weight because trust does not come easily in this world. And yet people chose Tommy. Rebecca standing by him was especially important because earlier in the season her loyalty was uncertain, but Tommy's consistency and moral strength clearly changed her perspective. This choice will matter deeply in Season 3 because Rebecca is not just support, she is protection. At the same time, Cooper's situation quietly turned into a ticking time bomb. The revelation that the man Cooper assaulted later died from a heart attack completely changed the stakes. Even though many viewers understand why Cooper acted the way he did, the system does not care about intentions when power and authority are involved. For now, Rebecca and Tommy managed to shield him from immediate consequences, but this issue is far from over. Season 3 will not forget this, and neither will those who want to hurt Tommy. While all of this was happening, another major shift took place that may define the entire next season. Cami lost everything that once gave her strength. Tommy is gone, her lawyers are gone, her field team is gone, and what remains is a woman driven by emotion, standing alone in an industry that shows no mercy. This is where the title moment begins to make sense. Cami begging Tommy is not about pride, it is about survival. With Mtex weakened and Galino circling like a predator, Cami's only possible lifeline is the one person she pushed away. The finale did not show this confrontation yet, but it clearly set it up. Tommy now holds the power he never wanted. And that is what makes the situation so intense. He is not driven by revenge, but by conscience, and that may once again pull him into chaos. Meanwhile, Galino's presence looms darker than ever. His threat was not empty. And the finale made it clear that failure is not something he tolerates. With CTTT rising and Mtex falling, Galino has every reason to make a brutal move. The Season 2 ending felt peaceful on the surface, but underneath it planted fear, pressure and unresolved danger. This was not a happy ending, it was a calm before the storm. And Season 3 will be where all these quiet decisions explode into consequences.